The 3 school children have been killed in Imbali in Pietermaritzburg. This is after a taxi crashed into a creche. Now, the children were traveling in a taxi believed to be used for scholar transport. 11 others were injured, 2 of whom are in a critical condition at this stage. It's believed the driver of the taxi lost control before it veered off the road and crashed into a creche. SABC News reporter Mlondi Radebe has more for us this hour. So Mlondi, what more do we know about this accident?
Thank you very much, Mkolisi. We are here at the Senzo Kuhle preschool in Imbali, Unit 18, where the accident happened this morning at around 7:30 when the learners were transported to school. Also in this preschool, some learners had already arrived for the day. We'll just speak to Sindi Msimang from the Department of Transport, RTI spokesperson, who will briefly tell us about their preliminary investigation in relation to this accident. Sindi, thank you very much for your time. Briefly about the accident.
Thank you so much, Mlondi. What a horrific accident that has happened today, this morning, where we lost 3 children on scene. It is apparent, and the eyewitness has confirmed that they saw a vehicle, which is a minibus, transporting school children. Apparently the driver lost the brakes on the vehicles, and then he immediately jumped out of the moving vehicle, abandoning the vehicle with the children inside, and then the vehicle crashed into this daycare center. So the driver currently has been taken by SABC for investigation and obviously for more information.
So, Sindi, at this point in time, we do see that this road is one of those downhill, is coming down to the school. And also the taxi was not stopped by the barricades.
That is correct, because it has lost brakes. And if you could see this place here, it is really a dangerous place for vehicles to be moving fast. So we are assuming, we are not sure, we are assuming that it could be that the vehicle was moving fast. So at this moment, if you could see at the top, even the barricades that are there are damaged, which means that this is not the first vehicle to lose brakes or to crash into these barriers. So we are really ask the drivers to be more cautious. If you're transporting passengers, make sure that the vehicle is roadworthy. Check the brakes and ensure that the vehicle is roadworthy, because currently we're sitting with a vehicle that is in a very bad condition. If you could look at it yourself with your bare eye, you don't even need to be an expert to see that this vehicle is not roadworthy. So it is indeed a problem, and we urge the owners, we urge the drivers to ensure that their vehicles are checked thoroughly for brakes, for any other defects.
Any communication with the Santaco after the accident?
Of course, we had an engagement with Santaco, and we surely going to be forming some sort of a forum where we discuss such issues. They are also concerned about this, and they've given us more details with regards to this accident, and you could see their frustration, because losing lives is actually, especially young ones, is actually very concerning, and losing them on the roads is really concerning.
Thank you very much, Cindy, for your time.
Thank you.
Let me just also bring someone who was around the road when this accident happened this morning. Luthando, mhlawumbe ngasusichazela mhlawumbe ngesikhathi kwenzeka lengozi ubukuphi bekuyikhazi.
Bangakasha u7 because mala emsebenzini ngana ngo7. So bengila ekhoneni imoto isuka phezulu. Ithe yeqa ibreak yanomsindo ngathi uzama ukumisa. Ki emva lokho imoto yasuka yandiza yajomba la yazongena esenzo kuhle. Yebo.
Mhlambe einganeni ezikhona esikoleni nje umuntu usebenza la ekhaya bese zikhona izingane bezikhona noma kukhona ezilimele ngaphakathi esikoleni.
Esikoleni bezikhona izingane bezu5 ayilimalanga zona. Besa kwi building lengemuva. Yebo sisinde lezi right ayilimele zona.
Mhlambe ngabe kuyaqala ukwenzeka ingozi efana nale lapha esikoleni noma kuyaqala ukuthi kuthinteke le barricade la ngendle?
Kuyaqala ukwenzeka ingozi lesikoleni. Qala kunqa. Yebo.
Sibonga kakhulu.
Yebo ngiyabonga.
She's also working here at this preschool. She's telling us that when she was walking towards the preschool early in the morning, she could hear the sound that was coming from the road, and the taxi, it seems as if it was trying to brake, and then later on it flew from the road into the school. That's where it crashed, and luckily no learner from the school was injured, because it was just 5 learners that had already arrived in the school. It seems as if all the learners that were basically injured, it was learners that were coming from basically who were inside the taxi. Back to you in studio for now.
Mlondi, I know this must be quite a tragic incident there that occurred. Perhaps if I can just ask you to give us a quick pan of the damage there, so we're able to show our viewers as we continue to reflect on this devastating story.
Okay, let me just ask Busiso Matebula just to show the viewers at home as I'm stepping out of the shot, so that the viewers at home can see the damage on the infrastructure as well as on the taxi. You could see that it's horrific accident scene. I'll just also ask Somatebula so that we can also just show the viewers at home the road up there that they were traveling in. The taxi came from up there. The road is up, and then it veered off the road into the premises of the Senzo Kuhle preschool, leaving more than 11 learners injured. Others, basically 3, were confirmed deceased at the scene. We were told that 2 were in a critical condition, and other 3 were in a serious condition in hospital as they were transported by the paramedics to local hospitals. Back to you in studio, please.
And Mlondi, do we know if some of the survivors will be getting some sort of psychosocial assistance there?
At this point in time, it's still early for us to say, because we haven't spoken to other departments just to get the information. Also, we haven't spoken to Santaco, because also Santaco, they will have to give us some details in relation to this accident, as the Department of Transport is saying that the driver is taken by the police to a local police station. So we'll try and follow up to try and get some more details in relation to that.
Mlondi Radebe working that story for us. Thanks so much for that update.